Fulcanelli was a mysterious occultist and alchemist whose identity is still debated. He was likely French. Some believe he was a member of France's former royal family. Some believe he was just a pen name for some other occultist. Others think he was possibly French physicist Jules Vieille. According to legends, he and his students, including Eugene Cancelliet, appeared to turn other materials into gold and gave warnings about nuclear power, which he alleged was actually used by humans much earlier than previously known. He is known for 3 major works: Le Mystère des Cathedrals, The Mystery of the Cathedrals, written in 1922 and published in Paris in 1926. Les Demeures Philosophales, Dwellings of the Philosophers, published in Paris in 1929. Finis Gloriae Mundi, End of the Worlds. Glory, the 3rd book, was never published. Fulcanelli was preparing to publish it but decided that the time wasn't right. A book by that name was later published with Fulcanelli's name attached, but that was a fake. It's believed some notes for the book were left with his student Cancelliet. Monsieur Chucheny is the nickname of a mysterious Jewish teacher who had a deep impact on many of those who met him. He was said to have a photographic memory. He memorized numerous religious texts, had a solid understanding of math and physics, and spoke numerous languages. He was also known for his somewhat disheveled look and abrasive demeanor. Because of that, philosopher Emmanuel Levinas was reluctant to meet him, but when did he was so enthralled that they talked all night. He became his student to study the Talmud among other things. Holocaust survivor and esteemed author Elie Wiesel met him while on his way to give a lecture on the Book of Job. Chucheny criticized his knowledge of the text and opened his eyes to interpretations and perspectives he had never thought of before. Despite his impact, most of his students are very vague about the specifics of his teaching and methods. He died in South America of a heart attack, leaving behind no published works, but recently his notebooks have been discovered. However, they appear to be written in a complex shorthand. The National Library of Israel and other scholars are currently trying to decrypt it.
The Will of Prometheus is a rumored book written by German historian, writer, occultist and Nazi SS officer Otto Lahn. He was obsessed with the Holy Grail and associated legends. He believed that a medieval Christian religious group known as the Cathars, who controversially believed in 2 gods, a good New Testament one and a bad Old Testament one, held the key to the mystery and that more answers could be found in the mountains where one of their fortresses was. Rumors about it featuring jewels from Lucifer's crown after he fell led him to suggest it could have something to do with a meteorite crash. He wrote 2 books about the subject, Crusade Against the Grail and Lucifer's Court. He talked about writing a 3rd, but it is unclear how much progress he made. His occult works led SS chief and occult enthusiast Heinrich Himmler to develop an interest in him. He joined the SS as a junior officer. He was, however, openly homosexual, who were loathed amongst the Nazi regime. He was given bad assignments as punishment and, after resigning, mysteriously disappeared. He was later found frozen and his death was ruled a suicide, although many love that explanation. It's possible his niece may still have a copy of his various unpublished manuscripts. According to various sources, in the late 1800s, a group of men in Tombstone, Arizona discovered and killed a giant bird and then proceeded to nail its body to a barn and took a photo of it. Some say it was a thunderbird from Native American mythology. Others say it looked like a pterodactyl. In any event, the whereabouts of the photo are not currently known, if it ever really existed. Most sources that refer to the photograph are from well after it allegedly happened. Over the years many have claimed to have seen it, but this may just be another case of the Mandela effect or the tendency of multiple people to misremember the same thing.
The Kenshikai Japanese religious group would often put on stage shows using other people's popular characters to promote their belief system and criticize their opponents. Portions of one of their performances featuring Doberman characters have been found. In it, the characters are members of the religious group and criticize the leader of rival group Suka Gakkai. Oddly, the performance featured songs from Pokemon Gold and Silver and Legend of Thunder. The group is also said to have done similar shows with characters from Pokemon, Super Sentai and Anpanman, but footage of them have not been found.